Shabbat Shalom, CMA, happy Samba, you all. I wanted to talk to you all about donating to the homeless population. So, I'm not doing this as a bragging point, but I'm up and out on this Sabbath. Normally, I do rest and I don't come out. Like for 2 years, I really haven't come out on the Sabbath because I just have rested and taken the time for myself. But as these times are getting even more strenuous for our people, we have to be able to do what we can to help people. I have been accumulating items from a local organization that donates to me for such a time as this, not just because we're dealing with this current situation, but because our people have always been been suffering basically, and so I feel like we always need to be ready to give, be ready to help, and I don't even want to say without judgment because that just goes beyond saying. A lot of times people are still looking at people who are without in some sort of strange judgment. Like you see people holding a sign and you think that they're hustling or they're not wanting to work. I mean, a lot of homeless people do get this very weird stigma, but I look at it like this. If the person is out on the street and they do have the ability to work and they're not working, well, who am I to say anything about that? Because maybe you think that they're not really poor, but maybe they are really poor in their mind, because who would stand out on the street and beg if they really had a great sense of dignity about them? Who would do that? Like that's not right. So rather than think about them in a negative way because they're out there with a sign, what is it that you can give to them? Because they are still in need no matter what, and whatever they do with what you give them is between them and the Most High, not between you and them. If you have an extra apple in your car or an apple in your car or a bottle of water or something, you should give. Like, what is it that you can give? Maybe it's money. Like, a lot of people have a problem giving money. I've heard many people say they don't give homeless people money because they might spend it on drugs. How do you know? How do you know what they're going to spend it on, no matter what they look like? Like, we've gone through the years talking about don't judge a book by its cover, but this is one of those instances when it actually applies. You don't know people's real situation because the reality is we don't spend time with people anymore to know their situation. And even if you do know their situation, does that still prohibit you from giving? And I know many people have gone in scriptures and found reasons not to give to people. And I mean, to me, that's just, it's atrocious. We should be willing to help our people because that is who is out on the streets. And as times get a little bit crunchier, that is who will be out on the streets. So I would say consider, storing up things to give to people or just thinking about ways to help. The word is actually philanthropy, but we just need to be that naturally. I don't need a 501c3 to give. I don't need notoriety to give. I don't need to be a clanging cymbal to give. I'm simply just doing this video because we need to know that we should be giving. I won't do a video of the people that are actually receiving from Yah because it's not me, but receiving. I won't do that. I mean, that is humiliation within itself. And some may not care that, you want to video them, but you should care. Why would you want to video yourself giving to somebody? That just doesn't make sense. Anyway, so like I said, I'm at the storage unit, and what I'm doing now is I've collected these things all, probably, I don't know, this stuff is probably from March on until now. I'll turn it around again so you can see it. And the problem with me is I haven't done the job of sorting, which I should have been doing that all along. I should have been sorting the things out like by sizes and this, that, and the other, but I didn't do that. I just kind of came and put it in the storage unit. But it's okay because I'm doing it now. Not really sorting, but I'm just kind of taking some things out as needed. You know, on my way here, I saw a lot of people sleeping in the bus terminals. I saw people holding signs. I saw people. So I was on another mission, but I was like, you know, let me go to my storage and get a few blankets, get a few coats, get a few pairs of socks, get some shoes. Let me find some things that are relevant right now that I can distribute. Not so I can feel good, but because it's needed. I mean, it is so needed. Like, what is the need that you see in our community? You know, where is it that you can help? But that's where I am right now, you guys. Like I said, I'm not doing this for anything else but just because it is needed. You know, a lot of us have had instances with homelessness or almost been homeless ourselves. So, I mean, Yah provides those types of examples so that we will open our heart to those in need. And there's definitely a testimony in it all. So I would say just get out and serve people. Find out where you need it. If you don't know, pray about it. But yeah, that's about it for me. I just wanted to make this little tiny video. I was going to do a video on sorting and how to sort and all that, but I mean, I'm just not going to do that right now. I'll do it another time. But yeah, so happy Sabbath, Shabbat Shalom, happy Samba.